Yo, 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 yo. This is weird. Enterprise has been creating enemy. Okay. I'll mark that for later. I found something out that, anyway, this is the Black King plays, Let's Update. And I'm going to tell you some things. I did not know that Dan Rather was still alive. I was told he was dead. He's actually still alive and kicking. He's 88 years old. That man I actually used to follow for the news. Now, wasn't the only one, but he was one of the ones that mainly went to for, like, I guess I didn't realize it was CBS, but, and 60 Minutes, that stuff. And anyway, so here's the thing. I don't have anything planned for today. I don't want to just, like, stick out, like, one video and then it'd be like, okay, well, where's the rest of them? I promised I was going to do it today, but I didn't have it done in time. I'm sorry. Things happen. But I promise you that I'm working on getting better at trying to get videos out. Uploaded and then having them posted at least the next day. I'm trying to get as many done as I can in one day. I'm not perfect. I'm not human. Just please bear with me. I do apologize for the lack, and I apologize if you see 3 videos today. This is going to be the last update. This is going to be also the recent one to explain everything. And, yeah. No, I don't normally make or post 3 videos. I don't even normally post 2 update videos. But what I've been trying to do as well is knock out all the old ones that have been there for over a year. And that is something that I've been needing to do for a long time. But I've been holding off on them because I was saving them for the fact of, after the fact that I had more than just vlogs to upload. I was hoping to get a bunch of gameplay footage out of the way and then do that, mix it in between every so often, but it didn't happen that way. Yeah, I posted update videos here and there, but I just didn't get them all. They've been just sitting there for a long time. And I've got one more to post. There is actually just one more I'm not going to post. I'm actually going to delete that video. I'm probably going to redo it because I don't even remember what I said on there. And it's called my final video. And that final video is there in case something happened and I would have left some instructions to go ahead and release it. But I'm going to wind up redoing that whole video anyway in the end anyway. So, in any case, that video is something I never would have thought I would ever do. Just like I never thought I would ever show a video of my diary. Now, I don't mind showing up poems and stuff, but I did. I never really gave much thought. They kind of, like, I never got much up that way either. Anyway, as far as Nintendo games go, there won't be any. If I do, they'll be on my BitChute channel. Because it's getting so much harder to do hardly anything with Nintendo, even if I actually own the game. And there are certain titles I will not be playing anyway. But I will tell you this, what I own, I'm going to go over the list with you. Okay? I do own, because I purchased them recently, are quite a bit of Xbox games. I don't remember all of those. But the ones I know from the old classic days, I own Killer Instinct. I might have to get a new copy because I believe I got one still sitting up there in Missouri. If it's still I hope it's in good condition. Otherwise, I'll have to get a new one. I hope I don't have to. But anyway, I own Zelda: A Link to the Past. I do not own Zelda 1. I got briefly played it. I had a free copy of it for a while there, and I was kind of testing it out for a while, but I don't officially own the game. I thought, no, wait a minute, I take that back. I had a copy of it, but it really wasn't. I did own it, but, I lost it, so I gotta get another copy of that. And anyway, So, and then there's Grady's 3. I own that. I never played the first one and the second one when I first got that. That was the first one I ever really owned. I played the second one later on, and the first one, sadly, the first one wasn't as good as the second one, but the second one, even though that one was pretty crappy, the third one was really the best of all the series. I've never played 4 or any of the other series. Anyway, to continue on, I also own some PlayStation 2 games. I've got PlayStation Suikoden 3 officially, yes. If you don't already know, I mean, I didn't just buy it recently. I can't remember when I recently got it, but I think it was through, matter of fact, it was through Amazon over a few years ago. Anyway, I'm not sure. I just know that I got it through Amazon. I didn't own 4. I rented a copy of it, so I never really could, do any, recording of it, so, I had to give it back. I owned 5, Suikoden 5, so I own 1 and 2. Well, I may have to get a new copy of those 2. And they're not too damn cheap, but they're not, one I'm in, but it's okay. So anyway, I also own Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, and Final Fantasy 9. I also own Final Fantasy 10, but not 10-2. I also own, what else do I own? F-Zero. Well, I had a copy. I gotta get a new copy of it. Let's see, what else do I own? I don't own a lot of games I've seen on there. I do own Final Fantasy 4. I actually do have my own copy for a mobile version because I bought that for some of the games I've actually bought over the course of time later on in my life after mobile was developed. Because if you didn't know, I didn't grow up with mobile. I didn't even used to do this for a long time. And anyway, so I'm not going to be doing any, no Nintendo, nothing. I'm not even going to do Game Boy. I might do, if I can get my emulator and recording to do set up in the future, where I do more consoles besides PlayStation, and PC games. I won't do horror games in the future. I might do some, I don't know. We'll see how much of one of them I can really get into. Because some of them can be really nerve-wracking, I could tell. But they're not scary at all whatsoever. So, if I do them, it'd have to be one I can simply get into, and not one that's going to be really nerve-wracking and I can't get through it all. So yeah, there's that. And also, what else do I own? I can't remember now. For a fact. So, I even own the mobile version of Final Fantasy 7, which, when they first came out with mobile, Final Fantasy 7 was not available. They even have Final Fantasy 9. I don't actually own the mobile version for that. It cost $20-some, and then it was actually a bit cheaper when I got these other ones on sale. I was not impressed with Final Fantasy's Dimension 2. But however, Final Fantasy Dimensions, the first game I liked, I purchased that one. I have it. I own it. It's in my library, but it's on mobile. What else do I own that I could possibly do? All right, ActRaiser. I even have a copy that I may have to get a fresh copy of ActRaiser 2. But other than that, I have ActRaiser. I can't remember all the games right now off my head, top of my head. But there's I don't own Super Mario RPG, so I won't be able to record that. I can play it, but I can't actually record it or nothing without actually owning a copy. It's like anything out there. Although I have a Nintendo that has games on it officially, but I don't know what's on it because I can't get it to directly hook up to where I need it to show me all the games. Anyway, they're already downloaded onto it. And anyway, I also own Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, the actual game. I even have the cartridge here. I also own SimCity. So I'm trying to go over what all I have here for games I actually own. And even though I'm not going to do any Nintendo games unless it's on BitChute, because that's where it's all going to go anyway, eventually, and I'm not even sure if I need to really go directly there or not until after December 10th, because if you guys don't already know, they're going to be doing a privacy update along with terms and conditions update. And that's, I don't know what it means. I don't know means if I gotta make plans or just go over directly to, because if I gotta make plans, then that means I definitely need to go over there anyway. I mean, I've already been up there on BitChute. I've got like 4 videos now in total. I had 1, 2, and then 3. Now I've got 4. So I'm slowly building up onto actually uploading videos over there. And the hell of it is that with them, though, 2 things I'm not fond of, but I can bear with it. You know, is the whole idea that I gotta upload a cover photo, which I don't really have necessarily one. I could just put it on there. But anyway, I had to come up with one each time. And it takes longer to process, no matter how fast my internet is. My internet is pretty good for what it is. And it's pretty much paid for. So anyway, also, I forget now. I had a copy of Chrono Trigger. In fact, I know I own one, but I don't know what happened to it, so I may have to get a new one of those before I can continue on the series. And that's if I do continue on the series. And again, it'll be on BitChute. It won't be on YouTube. And see, the thing of it is because every one of these are copyright. Even if they're not by Nintendo, but they are licensed by Nintendo. And actually, it's directly with them anyway, because Nintendo used to have a deal with them, and now they don't because they're separate, but they went back to them eventually for most of the games that were with Nintendo. Like Final Fantasy VII is now back with Nintendo, and Final Fantasy VIII, which I think is crazy, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they did, but at the same time, I just don't see the worthwhile of doing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to get into some Dragon Quest games as long as it's something feasible, and I will try to get me a copy of it. I don't actually own Dragon Quest. I played Dragon Quest games. I have Breath of Fire. I've never really actually owned one, so I will be doing that as well sometime in the future. I'm not trying to spoil any plans, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. Resident Evil, I own, and 2. But I may need to get a few fresh copies of those. I actually own, I'd say I never did, but I actually have a fresh copy, but it's in the form of Nintendo GameCube, which means I need to get another console. The one I have is broke anyway. So that's going to come into the future once I've got all that going on. And so what's going to happen is the posting schedule should be updated soon, where I'm just going to be constantly posting that. And I won't be posting for a while. I mean, I'll get back into it, just not right now. Is Minecraft. Minecraft will come back, just not right now. So don't push it, or don't be expecting a video. Final Fantasy VII is due to return as soon as I'm able to get back motivated into doing squats. Because I've been slowly putting it off, because I've been trying to get back, building up the momentum, the motivation to get into that, because as useless as it is, it's a thing that I have to do to pass the storyline events and all that. And I will be recording more. I just don't want to start recording right now and then be like, okay, well, I still have so many more hours before I can just like go ahead and do that. But because by the time I even get to that point, it still would take me some time. So I still need to get caught up to where I'm at and then just go from there and start recording. I could easily start recording at the closest point if need be. I can do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I don't want to do it right now because I'm still too far away from doing that. And where I'm at in save files, I'm too far ahead. So, yeah, if you can see my dilemma there, that's kind of the reason why I haven't really started recording. Because I could go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to. So, I'm working on that as being my third actual video. But right now, as far as 3 videos goes, I'm going to have to do without. Unless I post an update, which I don't want to post up an update for a while now. You guys have had plenty of my updates, and I really didn't want to have to do this, but at the same time, I want to explain to you, let you know why I'm posting up these out there, because I'm trying to get rid of them and get them out of my library. I'm not deleting them, but I feel that they're important for the time that they were out there. And I have something to say on them. It's actually past me. I don't remember what I said on them, nothing like that. But they need to be gone out, and I don't want to delete them. So there's that. And I will be postponing. I was not going to make an update for quite a while, but I decided to go ahead and just explain why I'm doing this. And even though that I'm not, don't get any ideas. I mean, don't get used to this, and don't think that, well, because I'm posting out 3 updates means I'm going to continue to do that. No. As a matter of fact, for the next few days, there won't be, or quite a while, there won't be a 3rd video. Unless I make it one of the videos of one of my current LPs that I'm working on right now that are actually being recorded. And that's between Final Fantasy IV and Suikoden. Because right now, they're the ones that are ready to be recorded right now. So, And anyway, I failed to mention about my scheduling, because I really didn't think about it until afterwards. But yeah, I'm not gonna be doing none of that. Okay, I gotta record Nintendo, I gotta record Game Boy and all that. No. I had planned on it, maybe someday, but now that things are getting to the point that it's beyond ridiculous, and other reasons too. So it's not that you'll never see me record it, or not record it, but upload it. It's the fact that you'll never see it on YouTube. I mean, if you want to go there, if you want to actually see that happening, you'll have to check out BitChute. Right now, there's none of that going on, but because I'm not set up yet, and I will when I get to that point, because I will do some bit of here and there in Nintendo games, maybe on BitChute, but that's as far as it's gonna go. I'm not even fully yet prepared to make that move to make Nintendo games, let alone go to BitChute. I am prepared to make videos, don't get me wrong, for BitChute. It's, going directly there where I'm just nothing but uploading up there. And that's what I'm going to have to start doing anyway. It don't look like YouTube's going to flop anytime soon. The reason I even like YouTube is because of my music. But I'm going to have to start, downloading tracks, because the hell of it is that with YouTube, even though that I don't do AMVs and stuff like that, which is music videos that are being recorded as an audio with the mix of animes and stuff like that, they're going to be taken down. And that's what I know from all that. Because I've done it before, and they've done it so many times, and people just can't stop doing it. Now, and I believe that's another way to censor out people, but I mean, I don't even do it. But even if I had, which I won't, it wouldn't be because, it's because it's against the rules and I shouldn't be doing that. Literally, no matter how many people keep fighting it and saying they have a Copyright Act for the sake of uploading and whatever, it still doesn't negate what the rules are. You cannot be posting certain things unless you have rights, and you don't. As a matter of fact, there is no more rights at all for you to actually upload anything with anime in it. So nobody can do anything right now. Matter of fact, there's a lot of good, stuff that I've seen up there, and it's been silenced, and it's like forever. They removed the video, and their account got terminated. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? I mean, I'm all for people being creative and having to where they make music and with things, but I'm not going to sit here and make it myself, not because it's against the rules, but because I'm just not in the habit of making that stuff. My content consists of vlogs, not mainly. I mean, even though that you might think differently because of Facebook and what you've seen here, but my main constructor and/or content will always be gameplay, with me voicing it and me showing you how I play the game. And because this is how I play it. I'll admit that there'll be games that will be coming up that will be completely blind because I've never played them before. I might have seen them, some games, if I do, and I will mention it. But it's still going to be blind because I still have no idea. And here's another thing is that a lot of things you might see in these, they get edited out, and unless you're actually watching, or rather reading, a guide from GameFAQs, one of the best sources I've ever had to go to. And it's not really better, because a lot of the guides have lied, but they have had accurate, good guides, believe it or not, because I haven't had any problems with guides up there, except for ones that have lied to me. And that's not been every one of the guides up there. All the guides, there have been guides that have lied. There have been guides that have, they said things and that they weren't true and whatever. But not all guides are bad, because that's not the fault of GameFAQs. That's the fault of people who upload these facts up there, which are basically guides to guide you through the game in case you need an actual guide. And I don't typically try to look at guides. Oh, I'm gonna have a damn bug in it. Anyway, I don't typically look at guides unless I absolutely have to. Like if I get stuck or something. Because I can usually figure out things, especially like puzzles, to get things. And I had to go look at one. Anyway, this has been DaBLackKing Goku for the vlogs, and DaBLackKing for Let's Plays, because, same person, but I kind of have a different name. Same character, but I just kind of use a different name for vlogs. I don't know why, but that's the way I've been setting it up. And, like I said, Minecraft will come back. Don't you worry. And tomorrow, for sure, there will be, starting as of tomorrow, coming back gameplay videos. Again, I apologize for the update videos, but this one will be the last one you'll ever have to see. Well, not forever, because I do intend to make another one, but I don't intend to have so many at once anymore. And there was reasons I had a bunch of updates, and I already had content already at that time, but I didn't have very much. And I already had, after that, a completely sort of a backlog of updates that needed to come out already, and it's past time. In fact, it's way overdue. So anyway, I've got one more that I'm gonna do for the old one, and this will be it. So if you see this, hopefully this will explain to you why I'm having to do this, and for certain reasons. So again, I apologize, but I don't have anything ready. So anyway, later. Bye-bye.